Good evening and welcome to Wrigley for Game 1 of this NLDS between the Cubs and the Pirates. Now, these two faced each other on the final series of the regular season, and the Pirates also hold a winning record over the Cubs this season. So, Aussie villain, are you coming to a premature end of your season in this series? I fucking hope not, mate. Jesus.
Go Cubs, go! Go Cubs, go! Hey Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today.
Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to the Chicago Cubs. It is game 1 of the NLDS today. We are facing the Pirates, who beat the Giants 2-1 in the wildcard series, so that's good. The fact that it went the whole way, it's going to have worn out their pitching staff and whatnot, so maybe that'll give us a chance, maybe it won't. The Brewers have gotten through to face the Braves. On the other side of things, we've got the Red Sox, defending World Series champions, of course, against the Guardians, and then the Mariners and the Yankees as well. So, yeah, we'll worry about the American League when we get to the World Series, but first we've got to take on the Pirates. And, well, let's start by putting a bit of a full stop on the regular season. So there were 4 games to go when we sort of wrapped up the series against the Brewers, or the league, I should say, the division last episode. We won the 3 in a row, which was very good. 16 runs. We were scoring for fun. The last game of the season, we rested a couple. We didn't, though. I think Eldridge started the game, and the Pirates had to win, basically, to make the wild card. So I think 2 teams with very different objectives, and yeah, well, we can see there how that went. But, you know, they've played 3 games in this period, and I'm not quite sure how they've managed to do that. They've had a day's rest since a very hectic end to the regular season, so they're surely going to be tired, and hopefully we can take advantage of that. Now, let's have a look at how the final standings stood. So we ended up with 96 wins. We're only a game back of the Braves, and the second best record in baseball we had. So considering the start to the season, what a turnaround it has been. So that's all excellent news. The wild card, you can see down the bottom there, it was 1 game the Mets missed out by. I'll show you that in just a second here, though. If we look at the league leaders, Khalil Watson was second in batting averages. I don't think any of us expected that when we signed him as the backup to Namala and Pratt. Stolen bases, we had Watson up there, joint second. The on-base plus slug, Dela Cruz managed to get himself there. Don't think Dela Cruz is winning MVP this year, and that'll be the first time in his career, I think, that he hasn't won MVP. So just our luck, isn't it? Yuri Perez ended up 3rd in earned runs, and that was it as far as pitchers goes. But the fact anybody was in the top 3 for anything is unusual for us. And there you can see that the Mets missed out by a game. They're only 500, so you can't really expect to make the postseason with a 500 record. So this is our pitching for the postseason, or certainly this series anyway. We're going with the usual 4-man starting rotation. Gallagher, Gaston, and Perez in that order, I think, or maybe not quite that order, are going to be the main 3. And Christian Scott in a slump, which is unfortunate timing. He'll be number 4 of the starters. The players that missed out, Quintana, who did really, really well. He's very unlucky to miss out, but he's a rookie, not even like a half-season rookie, and we didn't really need another starter, so he's missed out. And the other one to have missed out is, I can't remember, but we've got a lot of guys in form. If we can keep that up, then that'll be quite good, won't it? Now, if we look at the hitters, and again, it's more or less the same lineup we've had all season. Reyes, who was in for the end of the season with the expanded roster, has dropped out, but otherwise it's kind of as you were. And yeah, we've just got to get it done in the postseason now, don't we? In the previous seasons, we've gone one step better every season. So we lost in the World Series last season. That surely means this season we win in the World Series. But one thing that makes me nervous about this particular upcoming series is if we go and have a look here. Now, our record against Pittsburgh this season, we've won 6, lost 7. So that's not great. But we did have the most runs scored in the division. Now, considering how bad the bats were, it's such a turnaround, isn't it? Defensively, we weren't great, but we were still better than what the Pirates were, and they were only 10th with runs scored. So that should suggest much better offense, better defense, that we should win this quite comfortably, but that's never how it works out in the postseason, is it? So let's go check these lineups for Game 1. On your feet, Chicago, as we get the postseason party started. At first base, it's Vlad Jr. At second base, it's Cooper Pratt. At third base, it's Ellie Dela Cruz. At shortstop, it's Khalil Watson. In left field, it's William McQuaid. In center field, it's Ernesto De Leon. In right field, it's Bobby Patterson. Designated hitter is Mason Bracefield. Behind the plate, it's Moises Ballesteros. And your starting pitcher is Sandy Gaston. So here we go. The matchups look okay, though it looks as though they win at the pitching matchup. Now we are against a lefty, so that's why we've got Khalil Watson leading us off. Cooper Pratt batting second at second. Dela Cruz bats third at third. McQuaid cleans up it in left field. We've got Vlad batting 5 at first, then Patterson in right field, Bracefield DHing, Ballesteros catching, and De Leon in centre field. Gaston, a 9-6 record this season, a 3.74 ERA and a whip of 128, but crucially perhaps an 0-1 record, which isn't great against the Pirates, but an ERA of 104. If we get that, surely our bats will get us across the line. Paul Wilson even for them, he has a 10-8 record this season, a 3.66 ERA and a whip of 132. He has a winning record against us this season with an ERA of 3.77. So just looking at the ERAs, we are forecast in a way to lose this one 3 or 4-1. Let's hope that doesn't happen. All right, so welcome to Wrigley, and sort of given, I think, the fact that they have a winning record over us as well, yeah, there is slight apprehension, I've got to say, but they've already, as I said, they've already played 3 games. Their pitchers are going to feel that. As leadoff man grounds the first pitch to the shortstop. Watson over to Vlad, 1 away. Excellent work. In comes Hardman. Now he is batting .444 so far in the postseason. A 1-1 pitch and another ground ball to Watson over to first. That is 2 away. So that's 4 pitches thrown, 2 outs. Nicely done. Montgomery comes in now, batting 182. First pitch swing. And that is straight up, and a very, very nice first inning there for Gaston, as he throws, that was that 5 or 6 pitches, and retires the side. Alright, Khalil Watson to lead us off. Let's see what he can do. A 1-2 pitch. Come on, Khalil. He strikes out, 1 away. Alright, Cooper Pratt in because we are facing a lefty, and Cooper Pratt pops one up. First pitch as well, so that is 2 away. It'll bring up Dela Cruz. Let's hope one of the big 3, I think, Dela Cruz, McQuaid, or Vlad, need to be firing to sort of help us get through a series. And, well, we've gone 3 up, 3 down as well, and not many more pitches. So what Gaston, will face Ledbetter. He is in a slump and 0 so far in the postseason. That continues with a 3-pitch strikeout. In comes Arroyo, who is batting .250 in the postseason. A full count on him. And another strikeout for Sandy Gaston. And it is Basabi coming up now, batting again .250 in the postseason. A 1-1 pitch, 2 out, none on. Ground ball to Pratt, over to first. And that'll do it for the top of the second. All right, McQuaid, not always the best versus a lefty. In a hot streak, though, a full count. And McQuaid grounds it to the first baseman, who can't handle it. And he will reach on the error. So a first base runner, if not a hit. Vlad will step in now. A 3-0. Vlad draws a 4-pitch walk, and suddenly we have 2 on, none out, Patterson at the plate, and a full count. Come on, Bobby. Patterson draws a walk, loaded bases, none out. Surely we can get something here. Mr. Grand Slam, it's Bracefield. His first career at bat in a postseason. And he has got into centre field. That is going to drop in, and Bracefield, only half as good as we've seen from him in the past, but it's still a 2 RBI single. And with none out, runners at first and second, Ballesteros will come in now. A 1-1. Ballesteros lays down a bunt. That looks to be a good one. And he moves the runners over to second and third with 1 away. And De Leon, who's in a hot streak, up to bat. A first pitch. De Leon into left field. Is it deep enough to score the runner? It doesn't look particularly deep. And indeed, the runners stay where they are. So 2 out now for Watson, who is 0 for 1. An 0-1 pitch. Watson grounds it to the shortstop. Run, Khalil. Can't get it done, but we do get 2. So we go to the top of the third with a 2-run lead, and Minor will come into bat for them. He is didn't bat in the previous series, and he gets hit on an 0-2 pitch, which seems completely unnecessary and gives them their first base runner of the game. Piaz comes up now. He is 182 hitting, in the postseason. A little bit less than that now because he struck out looking. That is 1 down. In comes Cholowski, who is batting 1 for 3 so far postseason. An 0-1 pitch. And that is a good piece of hitting into centre field. Runners will stay at second. So, runners at first and second, 1 out. And the first bit of pressure for Gaston to face Coldwell now, who is 0 for 1. And that is a walk. So, we've loaded the bases now with 1 away. Hardman comes up 0 for 1 today. It's another full count. Oh, for Christ's sake. Did we hit him or did we... we hit him. Well, at least we hit him, I suppose. If you're going to walk him, might as well hit him. So Montgomery now with loaded bases, 1 out. He's 0 for 1. It's a 2-2 pitch. It's a strikeout. We needed that, didn't we? So that is 2 down now for Ledbetter, who is 0 for 1. A 3... Oh, don't walk in the tying run, you motherfucker. What are we doing with our lives, guys? Come on. Arroyo. I've had an absolute, I was going to say another word, but crap of a day, another word that starts with C. And this is exactly what I was expecting this game to go like, if I'm honest. We get the out at first, we are behind, we've given up 1 hit, 3 runs. Cooper Pratt to lead us off, 0 for 1 today, a 2-2 pitch. And Cooper Pratt grounds it to the third baseman, that should be 1 away, and is. Alright, Dela Cruz, 0 for 1, a 2-1 pitch. Dela Cruz grounds it to the shortstop. That'll be 2 down. It'll bring up William McQuaid. Now, we know he is allergic to the postseason, so let's hope he can get past that allergy. As he draws a 2-out walk to bring Vlad to the plate, who walked himself last time up. First pitch... Oh, McQuaid, you've got to be kidding me, mate. Look at the... I've got to limit my editing here. I've got stuff to do. Alright, Minor, who I think walked first time up. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to Vlad, 1 away. Alright, Piaz now, who's 0 for 1. A 1-2 pitch. And that is a strikeout for 2 away. It'll bring up this guy. He's 1 for 1. A 1-2 pitch. That's into right field. Patterson should have that. No, he doesn't. It drops in front of him. So a 2-out single. And Pinto will now come in for Gaston. That went downhill very quickly for Gaston, didn't it? A 1-2 pitch. Pinto, of course, he won... was he the MVP of the NLDS last season? I can't remember now, but he's MVP of 1 series as he gets an out there to end the 4th. Let's see if we can go and get ourselves back in this game. Vlad will lead us off. A 1-2 pitch. And Vlad forgets to swing. 1 away. Alright, brings up Patterson, who walked last time up. A 2-1 pitch. Patterson into left field. That's going to drop in. So Bobby Patterson, a first hit of the postseason, and that will be a 1-out single. In comes Bracefield, who hit the 2 RBI single last time up. There goes Patterson, not even close. And that is 2 down. A 2-0 on Bracefield. Put it in the stands, mate. Bracefield into centre field. So if only Patterson had just stayed at first, we would have had runners at the corners with 1 away. Ballesteros now, who walked last time up. Or was it? It was a sack bunt, wasn't it? This time he sacrifices himself with 2 out, which doesn't make much sense. And that'll do it for the 4th. So we are still 3-2 down. Pinto to face Hardman, who is 0 for 1. It's a full count. And that is into left centre field for a leadoff single. As De Leon gets it in nice and quickly. Montgomery now, who's 0 for 2. An 0-2 pitch. And that is now 5-2. As Pinto forgets to his postseason form of last season. And yeah, it started so well, didn't it? And it has gone to the something that I don't want to have to edit out very quickly. It's an 0-2 pitch on Ledbetter. There's a strikeout, 1 away. Or comes Arroyo now, who's 0 for 1. A 2-2 pitch. And a strikeout for 2 away. In comes Basabe, who's 0 for 2. It's an 0-2 pitch. Can we finish it off? Yes, we can, but not before the lead is extended out to 3. And De Leon, who's 0 for 1, will step in. It's a first pitch swing. De Leon into left field. That'll drop in. So we have a leadoff single. Now, if you pay attention to the picture, please, mate, don't get picked off. Watson is 0 for 2. A 1-1. Khalil Watson into a double play, is it? Oh, luckily just 1. And Chokolski is injured but will stay in the game. Pratt now, who's 0 for 2. First pitch swing. Pratt into another double play chance. This time, they only get the one, but it's the man at first. So we've got a man at second, 2 away for De La Cruz, who is having a first pitch swing. De La Cruz up the middle. That should score whoever's at first, second. It was Watson. And it is an RBI single, so we get to within 2. And McQuaid will step in now, representing the tying run. He is 0 for 1. It's a 2-2 pitch. He forgets to swing, and that'll end the inning. All right, top of the 6th. Pinto to face Minor, who is 0 for 1. It's a 2-2 pitch. And it is a strikeout for 1 away. Piaz will come in now, 0 for 2. It's a 1-2 pitch. And it is a ground ball to De La Cruz, who gets the play done at first for 2 away. And it'll bring up Cholowski, who is 2 for 2, and he's going to face the new man, Montano. Montano didn't have his best regular season. Let's hope he makes up for that in the postseason, and he starts it off with a 3-pitch strikeout. So we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Vlad will lead us off 0 for 1. It's a 3-1 pitch. And Vlad sends it into right field. It is caught, though. And that is 1 away. Patterson, who's 1 for 1, will step in now. A 2-2 pitch on him. Bobby Patterson has a go. It's in center field, but will be caught. It looks like we're just starting to pick this guy up nicely. It's Bracefield now, who is 2 for 2, a 3-1. And Bracefield draws the walk, tying run to the plate, and it is Ballesteros to face the new man, R.J. Dabovich. What can Ballesteros do? He draws a walk, so the tying run is now on base. And De Leon is at the plate. He is 1 for 2, a 3-1. De Leon draws a walk, so we've loaded the bases now with 2 out, and it is Khalil Watson at the plate, 0 for 3. What a time it is to get your first hit, mate. It's a full count. And Watson grounds it to the second baseman. He's out at first, and we've wasted it. We didn't waste it. I mean, it was a bit of a 2-out rally, but still, would have been nice to get something across there. So still 5-3 going to the 7th, and Montano will continue, and that is popped up into left field for McQuaid. And that is 1 away. In now comes Hardman, who is 1 for 2. It's a 3-2 pitch. And it is a 1-out walk. In comes Montgomery, who planted one into the stands last time up. A 1-1 pitch. And that could be a double play ball. 1-2. And we will stretch 5-3 even behind. Alright, so it is time for you to vote on your MVP. Thank everybody who nominated. We did get left with 4 nominees, so this is them in alphabetical order. First up, it was Ellie De La Cruz. Not his greatest season, but still an average of 271, 34 home runs, 109 RBIs, and a WAR of 5.1. Not bad for a bad season, is it? Next up, it is William McQuaid. Batted 279 this year, 26 home runs, 100 RBIs. And then a WAR of 3.1. Next up is maybe the left field pick, but it's Cooper Pratt. Batted 279, 10 home runs, 47 RBIs, and a WAR of 2.2. And final man is the pitching representative with a 13. It's Christian Scott, I should say, a 13-5 record, ERA of 327, 133 strikeouts, and a WAR of 3.4. Now, as ever, there'll be a link at the top of the description just down below. Click on that; it'll take you through to a straw poll, so you can vote for your MVP. We'll announce our winner at the end of the season award, which will hopefully be after a World Series. If you want to hold off on your vote, I'll leave the link there. And if you want to vote, at some point throughout the playoffs. But we vote on MVP based on regular season numbers, and those are the regular season numbers. All right, let's see if we can finish off with a win in Game 1 here. All right, welcome back. Cooper Pratt to lead us off, 0 for 3, and now facing a right-hander. So he didn't really do what he was brought into the lineup to do, and that is hit a lefty. And, well, there we go. He's thrown out at first to go 0 for 4. In comes De La Cruz, who is 1 for 3, a 2-1 pitch. De La Cruz grounds it to the second baseman. That'll be 2 away. And that'll bring up William McQuaid now, who's going to face left-hander Luis Martinez. A 1-2 pitch on him. Is McQuaid going to have another OFA in a postseason game? Oh, no, he's not, as he gets it right down into the right field corner. He's not the quickest, so I'm suspecting a double. So tying run at the plate, and it is Vlad. Can Vlad get a hit now? He is 0 for 2. First pitch swing. Vlad, is it big enough? No, it's not. It's caught in left field, and that'll do it for the 7th. We go to the 8th. Montano continues to Ledbetter, who is 0 for 2. It's a 1-1 pitch. It's a ground ball to Vlad. Over the first he goes himself, and that is 1 away. Arroyo, who's 0 for 2. An 0-2 pitch. And that is a ground ball to Pratt, who can't handle it. Can't hit, can't field. What are you in the lineup for, mate? So 1 out, 1 on, and that'll bring Levi Kelly onto the mound. Basabi at the plate, who is 0 for 3. A full count. And a walk. So an error, a walk, and suddenly we're 2 on, 1 out with Minor at the plate, who's 0 for 2. A 1-1 pitch. And that is popped up into right field. Can Patterson keep the runner at second? Yes. So 2 down for Piaz now, who is 0 for 3. A 1-2 pitch. Come on, Levi. Levi sits him down. We will go and bat in the bottom of the 8th. We need some runs. We don't want to leave this to the 9th, do we? It is Newby on the mound. Let's hope he pitches like one. It is Patterson at the plate. He is 1 for 2 today. It's a 1-1 pitch. Come on, Bobby P. Patterson grounds it. Well hit, but grounds it to the shortstop. 1 away. In now comes Bracefield, who is 2 for 2. It's a 1-1 pitch. Bracefield into left field, and it's going to skip into the corner for a double. So what a rookie season Bracefield has ended up having. He's having the season I thought Giordano was going to have. So we've got a runner at second, tying run at the plate in Ballesteros, who is 0 for 1. It's a 3-0 pitch. And it is a walk. And the pitcher is injured, which is a bit of a shame given the way he was going. Robbie Snelling. Any relation to the other Snelling? Chris, I wonder. So De Leon to the plate now. He is 1 for 2. A 2-1 pitch. Come on, Ernesto. Ernesto into left field, and that will be caught. The runners will stay where they are, and we're going to need Khalil Watson to get himself on base here, and he is 0 for 4 today. First pitch swing. Come on, Khalil. Watson dribbles it in front of the plate. Oh, and the catcher can't handle it. Well. Loaded bases for Cooper Pratt. He himself is 0 for 4. Come on, Coops. You need to get us going now. You need to get this going. Cooper Pratt. Oh, he's grounded, and we've wasted loaded bases again. I feel like we're the better team here, and we just can't get anything going. Colt Keith. I'm fairly sure we had him at one point. He's pinch hitting. He is 1 for 5 in the postseason. A 2-2 pitch. And a ball up the middle for a leadoff single. We've got to have had twice their base runners almost, don't we? It certainly feels like that. Coldwell to the plate. He misses the bunt. Have another go, mate. An 0-1 pitch. Third time's a charm. You can do it. I believe in you. And that could be a double play. No, just the leadoff man. So 1 out, runner at first for Hardman now, who's 1 for 2. It's a 1-2 pitch. It's a strikeout, so 2 down. And it'll bring up Montgomery, who is 1 for 4. But that one was the difference in the game, really, wasn't it? The 2-run home run. So we'll go to the bottom of the 9th. We need 2 runs. We have Dela Cruz, McQuaid, and Vlad. If we could handpick them, it's probably who we would handpick. And it is Dela Cruz to lead us off 1 for 4. It's a 1-2 pitch. We need our big bats to stand up for us now. And Dela Cruz doesn't even use his. McQuaid now, who's 1 for 3. A 3-0 pitch. McQuaid draws the walk. Vlad is the tying run, and he is 0 for 3. Come on, Vladdy boy. An 0-1 pitch. Vlad. Oh, it was there to be hit, wasn't it? And we're down to our final out in game 1, and it's Patterson, who is 1 for 3. An 0-1 pitch. Patterson into centre field. Is it over centre field's head? It is! Now, is McQuaid going to come around and score on this? No, he waits at third. The tying run is in scoring position, and Bracefield is at the plate. He is 3 for 3 today. Come on, Mason. A 2-2 pitch. Oh, he struck out when we needed him most. And we've lost game 1. So to me, that felt like we were the better team. We must have had at least twice the base runners they did. And yeah, that is just massively disappointing. But we'll go again. Now, what we'll do is we'll come back when somebody has a chance to advance. It better not be game 3. It better be game 4 with us a chance to advance, if I'm honest. But we'll see how we go. It looks like right-handed starting pitching the next 2 games. That suits our lineup much, much better than facing a lefty. So, yeah, I'll hopefully be back to cheer us on to victory. worst case scenario, I'll be back and we're facing early elimination again, which would just be so disappointing given the end of the season. The second half of the season, we were brilliant. Anyway, guys, if you've enjoyed that, thumbs up. Sorry if I was a bit sweary. I've just not had a good day. Because to just keep completely keeping with it, to be honest. So I'll see you next time. Take care.